I have been wanting to film this video all day, but only just now have the cicadas stopped, so fun times. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be finally announcing the winner of the Neon Runner art competition that I hosted a couple of weeks ago. I've received 13 entries in total, which is pretty appropriate seeing as there are going to be 13 episodes of Neon Runner. And today I'm just going to be going through all of them actually and talking about my favorites and which one I've decided will win. So as a preface, it's taken me days to pick this winner and it's been really hard, and honestly after I think 4 days of the competition and after I started getting entries, I already wanted to go out and buy more prizes so I could have multiple winners. But I've decided not to do that because the more entries I got, the more I wanted to make winners, to the point where it would be like basically spending all of my money. But I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone, and even if you don't win, which statistically is likely, I loved all of the entries, and honestly I was just kind of astounded that so many people wanted to enter and drew an amazing picture of Lumo. Okay, so going through these in alphabetical order by username, just because that's how I've got them here, so these aren't in the order I got sent them. So this first one we've got from AlicePup19, and I really like this one just because it's very cute, and I only got a couple cute ones because Neon Runner is pretty dark and serious and I always appreciate something lighthearted. But I also really like the background on this one. I think it's really creative and it sort of makes her pop because she's got such like simplistic colors, and then the detailed background. They complement each other really nicely. Thank you very much to AlicePup19. Next up we have this one from Amber to Dusk, which is our first traditional one of this video. I really like this one because of the angular art style. It's really sort of serious and mature and I like that. And you really nailed the jacket too. It's really hard to draw a jacket on a pony, but some people really nailed it, and you are definitely one of them, Amber. Awesome job, man. Thank you very much to Amber to Dusk. Next up we have a very special entry from Cyberpause70, who unfortunately did not have permission to enter the giveaway section of the competition but chose to enter an artwork anyway, so thank you so much to Cyberpause. I really like this one because of the pointy pony style. I think it really works in this context, and also because of the Japanese writing. This is one of the few entries where I can actually read the signs. Some of them I wasn't able to because I'm still learning kanji, but I can read this one. It says Raito and Hashiru, which mean light and to run, respectively. So it's like light run, light runner, neon runner. It's cool. I really like it. It's thematic. Thank you. Next up we have a very professional and detailed one from Evan Hansen Fangirl 17. This one I really like just because of her pose and because of the art style. Like the way that you draw the muzzle I think is cool. I don't know why, I always have difficulty with it. And one of my favorite details is that you've got that little flick at the back of the hair. If you look at the real Luma, she's got this little flick at the back, and I kind of love it because it's sort of cute. Super awesome job incorporating that. Yeah, just really accurate and detailed and awesome. So thank you so much, Evan Hansen Fangirl. We have another traditional piece here that was emailed to me from Izzy, and I like that there's a mix of marker and pencil. I think it's kind of a unique thing, but I like it because you're able to get detail and like block color where you need it. But yeah, really awesome job. Thank you so much, Izzy. We have yet another traditional piece from Juliana Neige? I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's just call you Juliana. I'm probably saying that wrong too, but probably not. Anyway, I like the composition of this, having her in an alleyway, and I also especially like the details like the exposed brick and the trash pile and the like water on the floor. It really does do a good job making it look like she's in a dodgy city. Also nice detail. There's a ramen store behind her, which is cool. So yeah, thank you very much, Juliana. Next up we have this one from Lilac Rainbow YT, and this is one of my favorites because of the black line work. I think it works really well in this context. It's like quite strong and confident, and it really makes her just pop off the background. It's a really good job, and also, you know, neon and rain. Very much appreciate it. I think it looks awesome and it really encapsulates her character. So thank you very much, Lilac Rainbow YT. This next one's from Lily Lightning, and just after I said I liked black line work, I'm also going to compliment the coloured line work for this piece because I think it works really well, especially with that shading under the chin. It sort of makes it all look kind of professional and lineless, I think it looks really awesome, and I also really love that there's writing in her eyes, which I believe that says Hashira as well, which means to run as well, but it's like neon, so it's like that thing where you can see the thing reflected in the character's eyes. I think it's super cool. Also, nice detail with her casting magic. Next up we have this one from Lux MLP, which is quite an anime inspired look. And again, I like it. I like getting cute ones. This one's very cute and adorable. And I really like the way that you draw her face. I think it's really cool, and also like quite the like angular style, the thin lines. I think it all works really well. You've got a good synergy with your different art choices. Techniques? Decisions. I don't know. The piece works really well together. It's like a nice rounded thing. Everything's working in harmony. Good job, Lux MLP. Thank you very much for your submission. And that's all the submissions I got. Wait a minute. I could have sworn she said there were 13, and yet I feel like we're missing some. Well, you would be right, because I picked out 4 runners-up, so my 4, I guess, personal favorites that I haven't shown you yet, and one of these is the winner. I had to pick one winner out of these because of my lack of money, but if I had it my way, I probably would have made all of these winners, and if I really had it my way, I would have made all of them winners. But these are basically just my 4 finalists or runners-up, I don't know. So first up in alphabetical order, we had this one by Almondi. It's super professionally done. It's kind of astounding, and I feel a bit embarrassed that this kind of a level of quality was made for something that I made. I really like the use of the neon Japanese writing sort of as a vignette or like a background around her. Like rather than just being in the background on its own, because I think it's quite a good way to frame the piece. And I also really like that the actual logo of the show was incorporated. That logo took me a really long time to make, so hashtag appreciation from British Chinese After Effects. Sorry, and the other thing I just really want to say is that I love the facial expression she has. I think it's hard because obviously there's no episodes out, so no one really has an idea of what her character is. My hope is that, like, by watching the trailers, you kind of get an idea of, like, she's young and she's, like, in a horrible, horrible world, but she's fragile herself. Like, she's just kind of stunned, I think, half the time, or, like, putting on a front of, like, coldness and emotional deadpan just to cover up for all the shit that happens. So I think that's kind of illustrated well in this piece. So next up, my next finalist is by Jalen Noodles. This one's kind of cool because there was a an actual like speed paint to go along with it, and I watched it with my family because I was with them at the time when I got sent the link, because I'm explaining to my mom what a speed paint is, and as it's loading I'm like, I'm expecting some sped up footage and some music, but there was a voiceover, and Jalen's actually very funny, so her channel's in the description along with every other social media link, of course. Not only was the video good, but I think the artwork's really good as well. I like the inclusion of the actual konbini set. I think this is the only one that that actually includes a real set, I guess with the exception of that one Cytopause did that looked quite similar to the neon street set. You would have had to actually snoop around my Instagram, which she admitted to doing, to know about this and to create it in detail.
I was basically stalking Catnip, alright? I was stalking her on Instagram and looking through all her stories and photos to find out what I could do with this.
And I really like the art style of this one. It's simple and it's angular and it's really confident, and I think it's a really good piece. It's solid and it's nice, and it was super cool to get to see it drawn. So thank you so much, Jalen Noodles. Next up we have this one from Misk's World, which I was kind of amazed when I first saw it because I think it really encapsulates like my vision for Neon Runner, what I really wish it was and that it kind of can't be. I want to say this is called a Shotengai, I'm not sure. I had a friend once that told me that was it, but like, you know that little back street, like a Japanese back street that's full of little stores, you know, like backstreet ramen places and whatever. That's kind of what I think of when I see this. It's like, it's very Blade Runner, and Blade Runner is, you can probably guess, it was a huge influence for Neon Runner. So this is just awesome. I really love the lanterns strewn across the top and the neon signs, but also like the colors and like the composition of having her in an alleyway I think is just super cool. Yeah, and I like that it's a backstreet, man. I can only imagine like what kind of a place she's just had to pick up those boxes from, or perhaps she's going to deliver, you know. I think it's got a cool story behind it, and I also really like the art style with which you drew the pony. I think it's really cute. It's anime inspired, but it's not like too much into it. It's a good job. Thank you, Misk's World. And our final finalist is from Poppy, who drew this piece. This one's kind of cool because it's the only one that takes place outside of the city. So she's in the rain, and yeah, also nice attention to detail. I like that her hair is actually wet because it's raining. So she actually looks wet. But like the anatomy in this is just kind of amazing. Like it's so realistic. You've got like even the ridge in the back and like the way that the legs bend and stuff. I think it's just an amazing job. I just think it's awesome. Thank you very much, Poppy. Okay, this is kind of my least favorite part because I really didn't want to pick a winner. And so I just wanted to say thank you so much to every single person that made a submission. Just thank you everyone that took the time to draw a picture of Luma. I think they're all just amazing, and I just really appreciate the enthusiasm for Neon Runner. But I'm not gonna beat the bush around, and I'm not gonna make this sad because I'm really happy. So the winner is Almondi. You guys probably saw this coming. It's a pretty amazing piece. I'm a little salty only because I can't read the text in the background because it's concealed and because I'm bad with kanji. I can read watashi wa and I can read nani. And I vaguely recognize that kanji. That says shi, that's definitely an a, and that could be a ta or a na, but I'm not sure. Oh, that's ka as well. And that's an I, that's a du, that's a no, and then ita at the end. And that's the best I can do. Almondi, I'm sorry I couldn't read what you wrote, because it's probably like a pretty cool insight. But regardless, but seriously though, the shading, the attention to detail, it's just kind of amazing, and I love it. I love it so much. Thank you. So I'm gonna get in touch with Almondi so I can send her these rhinestones, this fashion, this DJ Pwn 3 reboot, and this original pearlized starlight glimmer. Consider yourself welcome, Almondi, and thank you very, very much to every single person that entered an amazing submission. Honestly, I'm so fortunate to have such an amazing fan base. Actually, you know what, fan base is a bit patronizing, so I'm sorry, but I'm so lucky to have such an amazing audience and an amazing just group of talented people that were able to make so many incredible artworks. I'm just so fortunate, and I might even print some of them out and put them around my room because they're kind of amazing, so thank you. Thank you so much for watching and entering if you did, and yeah, bye.